Hi, this is Tom Breyer, Professor of Public Administration at the University of Central Florida. My family and I are engaged in a 15-month project with the National Park Service investigating the motivation and impact of volunteers in the national parks. We're spending about 3 months at 4 different national park locations, serving as volunteers ourselves for 30-plus hours per week, while also conducting interviews with volunteers and staff at parks within a roughly 150-mile radius of each hub location. Today is a big day for us. It is the last day of our volunteer service at Cumberland Gap National Historical Park, a park at the intersection of Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Let me show you a little around on my walk to the office. Morning. I've been doing this walk for 4 or 5 days a week or more as a volunteer and as a resident with our camper trailer parked near park headquarters, walking up to the visitor center, reporting for work on the days that I volunteer somewhere between 8 and 8:30 in the morning each day, serving as a volunteer inside the visitor center, meeting visitors, guests, guiding them to all the wonderful natural attractions, wildlife trails that are available at Cumberland Gap National Historical Park, serving in a living history role as a blacksmith, leading and assisting tours of the Gap Cave, which has been absolutely a phenomenal experience. I never thought as a public administration professor I'd be leading people through a cave, talking about bats and cave formations. So absolutely incredible experience. As I said, this is a special day for us. It's the last day that we're serving as volunteers. Tomorrow we pack up, and on Saturday we pull out and make our way to the next stop, which is Prince William Forest Park in Northern Virginia, where we will spend the autumn season serving as cabin camp hosts. But I'd like to record this video on this last walk to the visitor center on this last day of volunteering here to extend my deep thanks and appreciation for our wonderful hosts here, and to encourage anybody who's watching this to come and visit Cumberland Gap National Historical Park if you can. It's a remarkable space. Visit the other parks that I visited in this region for the research, including Camp Nelson National Monument, Mill Springs Battlefield National Monument, Andrew Johnson National Historic Site, and Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Each one has something special to offer. You can see the walk behind. Morning. Each day walking in, there are visitors, locals in the area mostly, who come in and enjoy the walk around the fitness trail, which includes part of this little passageway that I'm on. This is Pinnacle Road that you can see that car on. The road continues up all the way to the top of the mountain for the beautiful Pinnacle overlook, a magnificent vista where you can see all 3 states. You can also hike to Tri-State Peak, the place where Virginia, Tennessee, and Kentucky all come together. The state lines just cross at that one location. A magnificent place. So I encourage your visitation here in these parks in this region. If you can't come to this park, go to a national park near you. And I heartily endorse the idea of volunteering in the parks. I have grown as a volunteer. My 4-year-old son, Edward, has grown tremendously as a volunteer, taking the commitment of the junior ranger very seriously, and you'll see other blog posts and other information on my website for this project about Junior Ranger Program, as well as all the other attractions that we've experienced here. The natural resources, the wildlife, the bears, the deer, the elk. A magnificent place, magnificent part of the country. So as I approach the visitor center, again, my deep thanks to the National Park Service for making this kind of project possible. This research is really valuable from a scholarly perspective, but also for the national parks. And my deep appreciation to the leadership, the rangers, and my fellow volunteers here at Cumberland Gap National Historical Park. Here's the visitor center behind me. Coming up to it. Pay a visit. Take time and volunteer, even if you have a few hours a week, at a national park location near you. Thank you. And I'll see you at Prince William Forest Park next.